These are the landmarks for every district in New Orleans, so you never have to worry about getting lost.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
And if you find yourself in Crescent City Park, then you know you're in the Bywater. And if you find yourself in front of the St. Louis Cathedral surrounded by lots of tourists, you know you're in the French Quarter, specifically Jackson Square. And if you find yourself walking down Frenchman, you could be sure that you're in the Marigny area. And if you find yourself around Fats Domino's house, then you know you're in the Lower Ninth. And if you find yourself at the St. Roch Market, you can be sure that you're in St. Roch. Go figure. St. Roch Cemetery is also a good sign that you're in the St. Roch area. And if you find yourself in front of the World War II Museum, you know that you're in the Warehouse District. And if you find yourself studying at Loyola or Xavier or even going to Audubon Park, then congratulations, you're uptown. And if you find yourself getting amazing seafood from Cassness, then you're probably in New Orleans East. You're definitely in New Orleans East.
If you're in front of the Treme Center, there's a good chance that you might be in Treme.
And if you find yourself rooting for the Saints at the Superdome, then you know that you're in the CBD. And if you find yourself sitting in Coliseum Square Park, then you know that you're in the Lower Garden District. And if you find yourself passing Lafayette Cemetery, you know that you're in the Garden District. And if you and your friends are having lunch at Hi Hat, then congratulations, you found yourself in the Ferret District. And if you find yourself in City Park or at Noma, you know you're in Mid-City. And if you're looking at the Lake House while you're having dinner at Landry's, you know that you're in the Lakeview area. Also, fun fact, I used to work at Landry's too. I know y'all get around. And if you're attending UNO, then you're definitely in Gentilly area. And if you're traveling to New Orleans, the only way to get here is by plane, so you have to go to the airport, which is in Kenner. I normally wouldn't mention it because it's kind of in the outskirts, but I consider Kenner and the airport. And Metairie likes to consider themselves their own place, and they don't want to be associated with New Orleans, so I wouldn't consider them, but I already mentioned the airport. So if you're at the Lakeside Mall or you happen to be at P.F. Chang's, then you know that you're in Metairie. Also, fun fact, I used to work at this P.F. Chang's, but I don't know nobody in there today, so I'm not going in. And if I'm going to count Metairie and Kenner, of course I'm going to count the West Bank too, which you can spot by the ruins of Exhibit B, which still looks cool. And Algiers is a historic New Orleans neighborhood, which you can tell by Algiers Point, which then turns into the Algiers Jazz Walk of Fame. So there's some district landmarks in New Orleans to help you find your way around the city. You know, in case Google Maps is down or something. But whatever the reason, I hope you find your way and good night. And be sure to follow me for more districts, facts, and all that stuff in between.